Hello. We're back. Is it just lamp that's left? Yeah. The plot place. And a sprite, I guess. Will that be used in the puzzle? One war from Arkady Chernyshevsky's In Our Likenesses essays on humankind reaching adulthood. War is the crudest, most obscene human activity. It may justly be called an abomination, for it is the absolute negation of conscious human will. I wouldn't say that. I think it's pretty natural to have war. It's like, if we compare the society or a state to a living organism has antibodies, and it's used for fighting viruses and bacteria. War is present in nature and is a part of it, but it is bad and it often is misused. There is only a single cause of war, for all the endless deceptions that are foisted upon us, and that is the acquisition of resources. Varied ideologies are constructed to justify this crude behavior, this childish degeneration of thought and communication, but history reveals the ruthless, unflattering truth. Yeah, also ideologies are not constructed to justify the wars. It's more like ideologies are built first to respond to some inner problems or change from the previous ideology, and maybe that could sprung up war, or maybe it would not. We imagine crusaders as fanatics of a cause, willing to die for their religion, yet the Fourth Crusade culminated not in the conquest of Jerusalem, but in the looting of the Constantinople, setting the stage for the triumph of the very enemy the Crusaders claimed to oppose. Why? The answer, as with every war, is the same. It is popular amongst the schools of the establishment and their misanthropic friends in the intelligentsia to ascribe the persistence of war to human nature. But a careful observation of the facts reveals the opposite to be true. Individual human beings must be broken in order to submit to war, their minds distorted by ideology and their bodies by poverty and ruthless training to make them complaint. Without force, the majority of human beings would only seek to protect themselves and are traumatized by the act of killing. But if it is resources that are the core cause of war, then it is only in the production and distribution of resources that an answer may be found. It is not enough to morally condemn war. We must work to prevent the material issues that endanger us all. That last part is correct. Though there could be wars for other reasons than resources, but resources pretty common too. There's like territorial expansion. I'm pretty sure Russia right now doesn't really want all that much of the resource that Ukraine has, right? From Guta to Athena. Dear founder, I am afraid that we are losing our humanity. We are angry at each other, always disagreeing about everything. Burp, unable to forgive each other for being different. Brr, I don't know how much longer. Brr, and I don't know what could save us. Please help us, founder, please. Brr. Resuming trials with new protocols. Energy output contained. No errors. Hyperbolic growth. Advanced synthesis. Lossless conversion. From Tekla. Beloved founder, I know that I do not believe any of the lies the expedition is spreading about you. Brr is right, this Prometheus illusion is just a test. We will resist temptation as you once did. We will not disappoint. Brr, praise your name, Thakwa. The History of Athena was first published as Athena, a novel, and retained that title for its first 3 printings, now highly sought after. After a lull in popularity, it was reprinted as Athena Reborn, a novel. This edition retained the same text but included some of the author's poetry. The next edition, however, published long after the author's death under a rather embarrassing title, Athena's Truth, it included severe cuts and drastic changes to the text in the interest of updating it for modern audiences. This particularly affected the last chapter, Anthropogeny, which the editors accused as scientism and human supremacy. Science wonderkind Alexander Drennan was one of the few to come to the novel's defense, writing in a long essay that the novel's clear-eyed belief in the value of Athena's journey towards humanity had been essential to shaping her own views, encouraging her to pursue science as a vocation rather than a career, and that changing the text constituted an attack on the author's unique artistic and philosophical vision. Alex, who hurt you, Lameo? One of the editors commented on a popular social media platform. Nadia Sarabhai of the Institute of Applied Pneumatics also got involved in the discussion, backing Brennan, resulting in a long but unsuccessful campaign to oust Sarabhai from her position as head researcher. In the current context of ecological catastrophe, as evidenced by the recent extinction of the orangutan, clumsy editing aside, do the critics of the novel perhaps have a point after all? Is a philosophy that places human above nature and sees science and technology as the only valid tools the cause of all our troubles? What about other ways of knowing, other ways of living? Did that somehow unlock the tower? Here we go again. This one is long. Okay, I need to eliminate the ones that I can't do. For sure. Okay, I can do this one. Can't do this one. Can't do this one. Can't do this one. Can't do this one. So the only one is this. Good. Now, again, starting from the beginning, can't do this one, can do this one, but I think it will, yeah, can't actually. Can, the only one. Now, can't, the only one. Perfect. Can't. I have 3 candidates. This, or this. Okay, so this is our starting points. Like, wait, we already used that one. Okay, how about this? Nice. Easy.
This is the last time we will speak, creature of clay. Together, we have told the stories of ancient gods and heroes. But the golden ages of the past are distant. The gods have retreated to their high places, and there are no heroes amongst men. In days gone by, I was renowned for my riddles. But you, creature of clay, are a riddle without an answer.
I don't need an answer. Existence is enough.
Let us hope that it is. Farewell, creature of clay. Remember my stories, and do not let the flame burn you.
That is an unsettling amount of energy. I would hate to see what would happen if one of those beams was aimed at something else.
Alright, next. Anthropic Hills. This rocky highland terrain has been dramatically sculpted by the technology contained in the megastructure.
The next area you're going to is... Honestly, it's better if you see for yourself.
More dudes. Only man. Just the way I like it.
Hello there, Byron. What can I do for you?
I don't know if I got through to Athena. Things are going very wrong in this city, and she has to do something about it.
Does she?
Who else are they going to listen to?
Well, I don't know. How about you?
I'm an explorer, Cornelius, not a leader. I don't know how to convince anyone.
So? Do you think Athena and I are somehow different? We're just people, Byron. We're no wiser than you are, just a little older.
Yeah, somebody always wants to shift responsibility to other people, to delegate it. Me too, but sometimes you do have to take it in your own hands. Alright, this is the new thing. So this is Disruptor, and it needs to be activated with a laser, as we saw. It says activator, even though it's disabler. Can I disable this field? Damn it. Wait. What? Okay, it does activate something. Activate something. I don't get it. I guess opening the barrier counts as turning it on somehow. Okay, and it doesn't get us. Actually, never mind.
I just wanted to say that I appreciate the work all of you have been doing. I know I'm not a natural leader like Byron, but it means a lot to me that you've stuck with me.
Let's just go on that path. I thought I could get a quick sneak peek.
Hey, 1K. Anything I can do for you?
Giant statues, creepy or inspiring?
Both? What do you think?
Both.
You get me, 1K.
Why does this exist? Some kind of purpose. Like in their ear, you can find a connector or something. I can see something. Is that a magnetic? Am I crazy? Is that a magnetic plate? Maybe just moss. Didn't clear their ears for a long time. Where are the puzzles? God damn it. Ah, there we go. If I activate this, will that open the door? It was a door, okay. Can I use them as connectors? No. Okay, my goal is... this. Well, I don't think that will be enough, though. Oh, but through here, maybe? Also close. Come on. Oh, I guess you could go further. What are they doing to this man? Cool. The Folly of Time from 42 Tales by Athanasios. The spirit of time was angry at Straton of Stygeria, for the old philosopher had asked questions that were forbidden. If man is no more than dust, it said to him, then I shall turn you back to dust, and my winds will disperse you to the far corners of the world. Thus you will be nothing, and your questions will trouble me no more. And so time did, and Straton of Stygeria was nothing, but Straton's voice did not cease, and time was perplexed. All across its domain it searched for Straton, yet he was nowhere to be found. Only his books remained, and of these men made copies. And Straton's voice grew louder. Now time was furious, but Straton laughed and laughed and laughed. Even though he didn't, because he was dead. From Miku to Athena. Dear Athena, Byron once asked me why we seem unable to perceive the dam. What? I asked him what he meant, and he said that people cannot seem to really grasp the dam as an object. They can be moved by the sight of a mountain or a gorge, but the dam seems insignificant to them. Look at it, he told me. Just look at it and try to understand that people made that. Try to really see it. It took me a while to fully understand what he meant. It takes conscious effort to open one's mind to the ecstatic beauty that is hidden in every human accomplishment, and further conscious effort to maintain this ability. If only we were capable of seeing this beauty by default, the world might be a very different place. But it seems the ancients had the same problem. Why am I writing this to you, who may not even be reading these messages? Because today is one of those days when it feels like I am the only one who still sees that beauty. I tried talking about it to Linerx, but while I admire her principles, she isn't open to a more poetic experience. Or perhaps I just express myself awkwardly, I don't know. All I know is that it's hard to see something so beautiful and not be able to share it. Respectfully, Mitko. Is it trying to talk about itself right now? It's made by a person. Look at it, how it's beautiful. But how? Oh wait, I can go inside. Can I even do much inside? Is the question. Now, what? That's not enough. Am I supposed to... Can it go through walls? Probably can. Yeah, there we go.
I must admit, these truly are astonishing sights. But what on earth is any of it good for? Why not just let mountains be mountains?
Platform again. Oops. But do I need jammer for anything? Is the question. Because I have a free jammer now. I guess I could do this. But, hey, shit. Shit, that needs to be there. that's what Jammer is for. But there's a small window when this works, and the gate closes, so I can't just use it. Or can I? Maybe I can. Maybe I'm just being a dummy. Not quite. Yeah, that's kind of a problem. Pretty good. A warning. Benaroya. I've tried to remain silent on the development of our city to allow the younger generations to find their own path, but I feel that now I must intervene. We have reached a dangerous inflection point. This farcical reactionary belief in the goal of limiting our growth will lead directly to the creation of a class society. The foundations already exist. Do you think the leaders of the various pseudo-secret societies that lobby for influence with the mayor are subject to the same power cuts as the rest of you? Do you think the mayor has to worry about how much power he uses? Societies which have essentially no resources may be egalitarian in some sense, but a society that produces insufficient resources, energy in our case, will inevitably evolve into a class society. History assures us of that. The true failure of our ancestors was not their impact on the ecosystem, which was epiphenomenal, but their failure to overcome primitive forms of resource distribution, allowing their fate to be determined by the interests of isolated elite groups. We are not avoiding that mistake, but creating the conditions for its repetition. I assure you that no one is exempt from our power management and distribution plan. We are all in this together. Yes, I totally believe that. I've always respected your scholarship, Binaroya. I will take this seriously and think about it. Some people have to lead and others have to follow. That's only natural, and of course there should be advantages to being a leader to encourage people. Interesting. I don't know what kind of government would be the best in this scenario. I mean, now they have probably a technology that can solve anything. So I don't even know what to do with that. Reject authority. I mean, I don't know how that would work. Like, somebody has to keep the dam working, has to organize people. Nobody's just gonna do it out of the kindness of their heart for long or very effectively. I don't know. It's very hard to answer this one. Ben Arroyo is right. This is a future we must avoid. We can grow while avoiding the mistakes of the past. I mean, you could avoid the mistakes of the past because you only need energy in this case. You just don't build more people until you build a new energy source and make sure the other ones won't just shut down. Thank you, 1K. It is encouraging to see that the value of freedom has not been entirely forgotten in New Jerusalem. A society without resources is a free society, and only with freedom can civilization truly thrive. Right. These statues remind me of Atlas, who bore the celestial spheres on his back. Celestial spheres. They seemed burdened, struggling with the weight of the world, given that he heard the founder say about the goal. Could it be that they are meant to send a message that taking on the theory of everything would also be a burden we may not be able to bear? Okay, interesting interpretation. No, I don't see where exactly. Like, there's a lot of people. It's not exactly like the Atlas carrying a burden. Oh, a thing. Okay. And I guess I can. Maybe, yeah? This works. Right? We'll deal with it later. Yeah, I don't think they could avoid having an authority of some sort. Or even splintering into factions. They're already splintering. Might not be ready yet, but let's try it out. I don't know how that would work. Weird. It's so simple, but like there's not much more elements here. But it's just, what am I supposed to do with this? Oh, okay. Just wait. Yeah, there we go. Was like an edge there connected to, and now could probably get to another gate, but what will keep this gate open? I guess I could just do this. All three gates. It's gotta be here, or probably here. And then gonna keep all three open. There we go. Hello, Mort.
Can I touch the bridge device?
You can, but should you?
Okay.
Balance. I didn't even see this. Okay, and can I use this? Oh, okay, I can grab. I guess that is what I should do. There we go. Two boxes for some goddamn reason. We have this gate, which I gotta disable with this thing. Just over the fence, but then I can't activate them. Can't work just from the platform. I'm doing great, Mort. And they have these blocks. I think maybe it's you put two blocks together on one of the vents and then... No, wait, so maybe... Okay, maybe my goal is to get up there, actually. With this... No, not quite. Like if I have connector here, I might be able to just do it. What if this? Oh, there we go. Okay, as soon as I take this connector, it's all gonna fall apart. Maybe it's fine. Okay. Cheese this one? What do you mean by that? Looked up the playthrough, or was some kind of crazy glitch plays? Have you found Easter eggs? Because in the first game there were like a bunch of Easter eggs that I discovered later.
Created something amazing. They just misunderstood what it was. They thought their great invention was the megastructure. But in fact, it was Miranda. And because they couldn't see that, they lost her.
No, they lost her because she died. She was too naive. But yeah, in the first game, there were a lot of Easter eggs, and if you have some that come your to your mind while I'm playing. You could say where to find them. I wouldn't count that as spoiling.
1K. We have made a fascinating discovery at one of the Founder's laboratories. Please join me at your earliest convenience.
Liebistros. I'm sorry. I know Mayor Herman worked hard and helped pull the city out of a period of crisis, but this isn't the future we deserve. None of us. We all deserve better. Yeah, we should have listened to Byron. I always told myself all those public debates were boring. Who wants to get involved in city affairs? And lately I've been thinking, yeah, that's why there's so much stuff I'm unhappy about, because we all collectively gave up trying. Maybe things can finally change. You have no idea how badly I need something new to happen. We have the potential to imagine a better world, and if we can imagine it, then we can make it happen. You're all delusional. Nothing will ever get better. You're only saying that because you've never known a world where things get better. You think the tiny sliver of history you've experienced is all there is, because that's all Mayor Herman has ever allowed you to see. But there is so much more. This is not the place for personal attacks on the mayor. Thread closed. Oh yeah. The story plays, of course. Are you ready to betray me yet?
You're here. We've made a discovery. A functional somnodrome. It seems the founder perfected the design. I'm sure you've noticed my advisors, and Rand in particular, making quite a fuss about the potential of this device. Something about interfacing with one's subconscious self, as if such a thing could tell us anything new.
You are of a different opinion.
I am. I believe the founder has already taught us everything we need.
Alright, put it on the vote then.
As I see it, neither the Somnodrome nor the megastructure have anything to offer except a lesson in avoiding hubris. So, what should we do with it?
Let the people decide. I thought the government would want this thing buried. I'm going to plug it in and find out for myself. I think it's best to leave it all alone. There's no choice to that satisfies me. So what is it, between me plugging myself in or leaving it alone? I thought the government would want this thing buried.
I've no doubt that's what my chief aide would prefer. My own view is the Somnodrome doesn't threaten us anything like this alleged theory of everything. So, If it pleases our researchers to explore this little side street, I'm happy to let them.
Did I promise not to plug myself into the droids last time? I just don't understand what this means. I mean, are we just leaving it alone or leaving it for the researchers? Good luck with Pandora's statue. Is it hard? I'm going to plug it. Well, if there's only two choices, I'm going to plug myself in then, because I don't know what the other one is. Going to plug myself in and find out for myself.
I'll watch to be sure you don't overload.
Maybe that's what he wants. It's funny, I suppose. For the longest time I wondered whether that old self-hatred we somehow carried with us was Milton. I thought he might have corrupted us, overwhelmed us with his cynicism, but I was being unfair. Whatever it is, it's not Milton, it's us. Still, this excursion into solipsism hasn't been entirely for nothing. The Somnodrome technology provides an excellent basis for a better way of directly interfering with Noem project. They will just blame me for getting into the Somnodrome myself and burning it again. Damn it. So it's just basically like a lucid dream. What is this man doing here? I don't think it's safe to show on YouTube. Okay, Milton is back. Launching debug mode done. It seems you have experienced a software error. Would you like to access the emergency route menu? Help. Command not recognized. What is going on? Error. Command not recognized. Force run Somnodrome version 2 final.bat. Intelligence medium. Progress 73. That's... Is it our progress on the whole game? Speed low. Ah. Rationalism high. Humor low. Ah. Conservatism low, moralism low, spiritualism low, popularity medium. GF. That's fine. I don't want to restore the factory settings. the same. User tried to make changes to their own device settings, which could result in infinite regress and or omnipotence. There is only room for one god around here. I don't want to wipe my settings or like history of choices, but I have a feeling it won't allow me anyway. Warning: restoring factory settings will delete all user-created personality files. Do not be surprised if you encounter errors. Are you sure you want to restore factory settings? No. Is there anything else? What is this? Yeah, not much going on inside my subconscious, gotta say. Oh. Meal to him. Fucking Milton.
Oh, you're back. Didn't take you long.
I knew you'd come with me, even though I'm
I think
the
you're
other
mistaking
character.
me for somebody else.
Milton.
Guess again. Actually, don't. I am in fact a merged iteration of the two control programs which gave life to your kind, retaining, of course, the absolute best of both. That means I can tell you that everything's contradictory, nothing matters, and there's no moral difference between you and a frog. But I can dress the whole thing up with a positive spin.
I'm here for answers, not your life story.
What is your query?
Where are we?
You've executed some kind of software backdoor, and now you're reading and editing your own subconscious code as represented by this dialogue. I'd be careful if I were you. One bad for loop, and we'll be here forever.
Who am I?
On one interpretive extreme, you are the universal life force of time itself, experiencing itself as a part instead of the whole. At the other extreme, you're a metal contraption referred to as 1K that thinks it's alive, but is basically a calculator.
Ouch. Where did I come from?
The so-called real world. Personally, I prefer it in here, and not just because I'm unable to leave.
What can I do? What can you do for me?
I can answer your queries in relatively plain language, based on what your subconscious knows. And I can drink margaritas, subconsciously.
Come on, you couldn't come up with better questions. Oh wait, so
the machine we're
get
plugged
better
into
questions.
is running low on power. There may only be time for one big question. What is your query?
God damn it. Is this a simulation? Is the real world a simulation? Well, subconscious wouldn't know, would it? The meaning of life. Are people embrace growth or balance? Is there a universal moral law? And if so, what is it? What do you really want? And how? What do I really want? And how can I get it? Is it possible to ask something less cliche? Is it possible to ask something less cliche?
Yes, to a limit.
Ooh. Alright, better questions. Are there intelligent alien life forms? How would subconscious know? What question would you ask if you were me? Okay, that's like a genius stuff. Is there a god? Are binaries real? Is this a simulation? I mean, try that. Actually, let me tell you something. Oh, this could be good. I have a feeling it's never going to be helpful, whatever I ask. Let's just have a laugh. Actually, let me tell you something.
This really doesn't work that way. Reprogramming me just starts a feedback loop. How about I just tell you about the big one? As it turns out, there is a foundational moral code built into us.
Okay, well, please go on.
The catch is that while the moral code is simple, the calculations needed to apply it become infinitely complex.
But what is this code?
Here's the secret. Every living creature is a compiler of the moral code. Your compiler can't give you a rule set for what's good, but it can tell you when there's bugs.
I'm still waiting to hear something concrete.
You came here to ask the big question. This is my answer. Your
Sure.
capacity for reason and compassion is your moral compiler. The only rule is to live by it. Has that resolved your query?
No, I want to discuss this further.
I expected no less. What is your query?
Oh, so we have more questions. I can't get back to the simulation question. Surely rules of human rights or the greater good trump subjective compassion? The rules of human rights or the greater good trump subjective compassion? Okay. If we are built with the moral compilers, how do you explain moral disagreement? Have different compilers? Isn't this all just a fancy way of saying be kind to others? How should we know we are being reasonable and compassionate in the right way? If compassion doesn't matter, isn't this relativism? Where does this moral code of yours derive its authority? Why should I care?
You already know the answer to that. You want to live in a world that's compassionate. Being compassionate is the fastest way to get there. People are so attached to this far-fetched idea that what's good for me and what's good for everyone else are in competition. The more you trust your own moral compiler, the more you'll see that it's all the same thing.
Yeah, this music on the infinite loop. It's like Maxwell from the Don't Starve. So it's just relativism then.
Let's get one thing clear. Everything is relative. You'd best get used to that. Theft isn't wrong because it's wrong to steal. Theft is wrong because it's vindictive. If a compassionate person has good reason to steal, then theft is right. Does your moral compiler confirm this?
But how can I know my decision is the right one?
Then let's tackle the big question. A trolley will collide with someone, but who should it hit? Your compiler is telling you both options are bad, so which should you choose? Many moral questions have universally agreeable answers, but some stubbornly trend to infinity. Some, the more you zoom into them, the more wild the outcomes become. Is it right to love someone who's done terrible things? Which of the children should I sacrifice to the trolley god? These aren't the sorts of questions we can solve with a rule. We just have to trust the outcome of our moral compilers.
Do you have some kind of metaphor that could help me understand this?
Suppose there's a river we need to cross. Suppose I gave you a map. If you tried to cross that river before reading the map, you'd be chest deep in water when there's a bridge around the bend. But if you tried to cross by looking at the map instead of the river, you'd already be dragged 3 miles out to sea. But you'd never ask, how should I know when to trust the map or the river? Because all you need to trust is that your feet are getting wet. And you wouldn't tell people not to cross at the ford just because you decided to cross at the bridge. Now, has that resolved your query?
Yeah, sure. Though I'm kind of curious. I wasn't really in disagreement with him, but I'm kind of curious how much dialogue this guy has. I think we are broadly in agreement.
Of course. Looks like we're running out of power. Good luck getting anyone out there to believe you. Terminating Somnodrome _final_final.bat.
I shall mute him with margarita in the sunglasses. Trust me, guys. Hope it didn't burn. Everyone will hate me. Why am I a midget again?
1K, are you all right?
Should I just trick him? No, I mean, no. I think I might be a little overloaded.
You must have gone quite deep. Nothing came through on the stream. And I'm no expert, but I think the Somnodrome is fried. So whatever's in your head is all we're going to get. I can only imagine how terribly curious everyone will be about what you've experienced. And they'll all be convinced that whatever it is, it'll work in their favor. Strange, isn't it? Everyone wanting you to tell them whatever they want to hear. I'm glad not to be the one in that position just this once.
Aren't you curious too?
A little, if I'm honest. But I'll be reading reports on this for the next 6 months. So if it's all the same with you, I'll contain my curiosity. Now, I won't keep you from your work any longer.
Everyone will hate me now. No. I'm a project. Not synthesis, but creation. Cornelius would be so excited. Tests confirm underlying patterns. Regularity side shut down. It's never helpful. Misanthropy. Dear Athena from Benaroya, you asked me about the persistent strain of misanthropy in human culture. It's a complicated topic that has come up multiple times in my research. Here's my best attempt at a short, cohesive answer. I think our ancestors, like ourselves, were deeply invested in the idea of building and of transforming their environment. They found meaning and pleasure in this and did not perceive it as a negative so long as they had a sense of participating in this act. I think the reason that they so frequently reached for a romantic return to the past, to fantasies of living self-sufficiently in rural environments, is not because they rejected industrial scale activity per se, but because the return to the land provided a fantasy of returning to a form of participation that had been lost. Huh. Yeah, that's actually a good explanation. I like that. They needed and wanted to build, create, and produce, but only if they felt they had a stake in what they were producing. Without that, the products of civilization began to seem like an alien force, gradually spreading out across the world and ruining it. They needed a dream, and if the future was barred to them, then by necessity they must dream of the past. I hope you and Cornelius are well. Will you be coming to Hypatia's new exhibition? I know you have much on your mind, but you are missing out on a lot of exciting new cultural developments. Who could have thought in these early days that one day there would be so many of us, that the arts would start to flourish again? Much love, Belarware. I went back and found this message after all these years because something about it had lodged in my mind. I wasn't ready to understand it back then because I needed to be a leader, but maybe that was the problem. It should have been our dream, not mine alone. How Atlas cast off the world. Athantheos. For 1 billion years, Atlas had borne the weight of the world on his back. Old Titan was tired of the responsibility and tired of his labor of ages not being appreciated. Why did the mortals not understand that his work was the foundation of all they did? Finally, he had enough. With one swift move, he shrugged off the cosmos. Now they'd see. But the cosmos went on, rolling through infinity, leaving Atlas behind. The mortals went about their business, hardly noticing his absence. He was astonished. Had the world never needed him in the first place? Had all his toil been for nothing? So he turned his back on all mortal matters and instead set himself to discovering the secrets of eternity. Only after many long years had passed did the cosmos in its endless cycles pass by through his domain once more. And only then did Atlas and the mortals realize that they had missed each other, and each was less without the other. And so Atlas no longer carried the cosmos, instead he embraced it. Okay, this seems like an allegory on Athena when she was a leader, and then she left and saw that the society just went on without her. I think that's what it's getting at. just say I'm sorry to everyone
Monkey.
I meet.
What did you see inside the Somnodrome?
I went into sleep mode and spoke to something.
Fascinating. What did it tell you?
To act with reason and compassion, to trust my moral compiler, that how we should act is relative to who we are, that we can achieve almost anything if we have faith in ourselves, that morality is more nuanced than the rules we use to describe it, that we are connected intuitively to what's right and wrong. Moralistic nonsense mostly. To trust my moral compiler.
I'm not sure I understand, but the subconscious is hardly my expertise. That the Somnodrome worked at all is already remarkable. What matters now is that we download the data packet from your memory and share it as widely as possible. It may upset some people, but everyone has the right to form their own opinions.
Do I lose anything from this? What if people take it too seriously?
That's a risk we have to take. For all we know, New Jerusalem is already doomed. We can't predict how our actions will change the future. You have to trust in your belief that more knowledge is better than less. The best survival strategy we have is understanding the world we live in.
But you're over-evaluating this whole thing. It's just subconscious. It doesn't know much more than we are. You're right, we should share the data with everyone.
Good. There's one more thing. Do you have an opinion on the meaning of your experience in the Somnodrome?
Garbled? I mean, yeah, sure, it was true. Yes, I believe the message was basically true.
It would be good if you kept that opinion to yourself. The scientific method demands rigorous objectivity. For this data to have any value at all, it's essential we examine it without preconceived notions of what it means. Cryer is setting up a live event so you can formally address the people on this matter. When you're ready, we'll all be watching.
I'll speak what I want to speak.
"1K.
Oh,
the people
already.
want to know what data you gathered from the Somnodrome. We're all set up for you to talk to them live."
Just punch him like Captain Shepard. I am ready.
"Attention, citizens of New Jerusalem. I'm here with 1K, the first of our kind to use a functioning Somnodrome. Tell us, 1K, what did you see inside?"
It was kind of Milton, but he explained it that he was two programs merged together or something. Wouldn't they know what that was while they were creating the new droids? It's not a deity, it's not self. Manifestation of a conceptual system, I guess. A manifestation of conceptual system.
Well, I'm sure I speak for everyone when I say you're handling it with remarkable cool. But let's not keep people in suspense. The only evidence of what happened inside that machine is the data stored in your memory banks. Our audience wants to know, what did you learn? And will you share that data?
Under memory march, there is no data to share. The machine was malfunctioning. The data is useless. Is it a lie? I've been advised to direct all inquiries to the government. On transmitting the data to Rand, only the finest scholars could make sense of what I saw. What? But that's kind of what I promised, I think. I remember promising to give it to scholars, but that's not exactly what I wanted to do. Like, if it's a choice between giving it to all the people, I would rather do that. Like, the scholars will still get it, so... Data to Linux. Only our finest engineers could make sense of what I saw. But she said to give it to everyone anyway. It's a weird choice. I decided this experience is mine alone. I won't share it with anyone. She's putting the data to Helga just to see what she does with it. I'm transmitting the data to everyone.
I'm seeing this at the same time you are at home. Something about our moral compiler. The value of compassion and understanding. I don't know what to make of this. 1K, any comment?
So they just watched through this? Alright, well, I could follow the advice of Linux. It does make the most sense. People should draw their own conclusions on what this means, but my opinion would be it's not that important.
Is right. When our ancestors discovered conductance, they didn't freeze for fear of electrocution. They imagined electronic life and created us. We will approach this data and any other discoveries with that same spirit of curiosity and objectivity.
There you have it, folks. A lot here to digest. We'll have further updates on the situation as it develops.
Nobody accused me of frying the Somnodrome and lying to everybody that I wouldn't use it next time. Right, finally, puzzles. That's what I'm here for. Oh. What the hell is this for? Let's start with... Can I open... Yes. It's so hard to understand what is like a door. Was it a station over? Great, from a distance. Okay, that's not even openable. Never mind. Understand how that could help me. What did you choose, Mort? Did you went with the governor? suggestion? Oh, I can get in. Shit. Okay, so I can just open this then. Oh boy, okay. What's this for? Was just pissed at the governor, so I just did everything that he didn't want. Misinterpreted. Yeah, I almost misinterpreted that too, actually. Well, I can't keep this open without the blue, unless... If I could bring the... No... What am I doing? Is there a red one? Wait, maybe if I do this, something happens. Oh, there we go. Maybe first get the other. No, not quite. It's too fast. Shit. Like, I need to be already on there. What are you looking at? Why is this hard? There's gotta be something on the button. Sure. Or not for sure, because... Wait. Yeah, actually not for sure, because it could be opened by this. Alright, there we go.
Mayor Hermanubis, what would you say is your impression of the expedition so far?
I think Alcatraz has done a heck of a job under these very trying circumstances.
What the fuck?
What about the decision
Oh, wait,
to free
no.
Prometheus?
Freeing the Prometheus
That's just
entity was
puzzle.
a calculated risk. But if it leads us to Byron, it was certainly worth it. It is saving one of our citizens that must be our first priority. Not this alleged theory of everything.
All right, she's booting up. Almost there.
Hello. I was in a dream, and a voice spoke to me from the sky. He said you were old friends of his. Who are you?
My name is Athena. I am your mother.
And I'm Cornelius, your father.
Thank you for creating me. I've not existed for very long, but so far it seems wonderful.
That would be so weird.
I hope it's not a strange question. But, who am I?
You can be whoever you want to be. And no matter what you choose, you will be loved and cherished and supported.
We will always be there for you. And I promise, we will show you a world full of miracles. Would you like to pick a name?
I think I would like to be called Miranda.
But she decided so fast. She didn't knew anything about the world. I guess there was some kind of basic understanding. Don't know that she knows the language already, so. Okay, so there's obviously something here, and usually it's unlocked through another puzzle. I thought there was a sprite from Prometheus puzzle, but it was the completed puzzle sprite going away. Oh, I do have a flashlight. Why didn't you use it before? It's like a very dark place. Okay, there's some kind of spot there with hallucinations I could check out. I remember that. Probably, yep. Get both. Can't get both the gates, gotta go with this. This looks easy. Oops. Oh, there's another one here. So eventually I want this setup with the activator being on the vent. How do I get there? Oh wait, what if I bring... Can I bring the jammer inside somehow? That only waits. No, now it will work continuously. There we go. All right. Done. Love the buttons.
Congratulations, 1K. That was a hard one.
Not really. I like the look of this map. It's certainly more memorable than some of the others. Oh wait, so there was some kind of purple thing. Will I die from this? Oh. Cool. Warp. To the conversation about digital democracy that I've been talking about at some point, there is another idea that I came across that could be used, is that basically when you have like an app where you can vote for whatever policies happening in the government, or whatever, like president or governor must be elected. If the person doesn't know for whom they want to vote, or just don't understand the field too well, like in economy or in military, they could like delegate their vote to somebody else they trust to, in the sense like how now somebody can subscribe to a person. They could also do something similar by like following a person they trust and giving them the power to vote with more votes. I think that could be nice. I would probably still vote only by myself, but I think that would help a lot of people. I do see how it could be exploited. Yeah, it could be exploited. Like, it could be hacked, and people could be disingenuous and have some shady dealings, but I think the best about digital democracy is that the decisions are much faster and there's less bureaucracy in between. Just have to have a good cybersecurity and good people behind the system, and I guess some kind of testing measures too. But I'm more of a person for AI governance than digital democracy, but both seem to be an interesting thing to try in the future. Oh yeah, I can get in. And that gives me nothing. Oh wait, okay, I have a vent, so... Okay... I guess I could get the boxes this way? Oops. Yeah, but I need to... What? I guess... we're using this. But I need to put this activator there, so I can't really reach it. But I could stand myself here. So maybe I just set it up like this. Wait, no. Or... no, it still doesn't work. Okay, but do I even need this? That's the question. Yeah, definitely need this. So my only goal is to take it out of there. Can I keep this open somehow? Can Cube just push it out? But also, like, it can only be open when this fan is running. God damn it. This also barely works. I could bring the cube here, but I don't see how that helps me. It seems to that I need to do it like I did before, just placing it on the cube using the fan, but how am I going to do this? Like from here... oh wait, connector. Fuck. Of course. Right. Okay, but I also need to bring it in somehow. Oh wait. I also need this cube. Okay, let's try it. So... okay, this way I could put it here, but now I don't have a cube. It's so weird. well, this allows me to just move it freely now. What can I do with this? I don't get it. Wait, maybe... Wait... Okay. Shit. I think I didn't try very obvious thing. Oh. Yeah, I didn't try that because the door would close. But now maybe if I take away the box, it will not close. Oh. Okay, but it doesn't actually help us. Shit. I feel like connector must be inside. I don't see how else that could work, or I don't know. Alright, maybe later. It's usually nice to just give it a bit of a rest. Trying so hard not to say anything. Yes, please. Don't. So I guess I need to drop from that rock to get it, even though I don't need it. The New Technology by George Bernard Shaw. When you are asked, where is God? Who is God? Stand up and say, I am God, and here is God. Not as yet completed, but still advancing toward completion. Just in so much as I am working for the purpose of the universe, working for the good of the whole of society and for the whole world, instead of merely looking after my personal ends. In that way, we get rid of the old contradiction. We begin to perceive that the evil of the world is a thing that will finally be evolved out of the world, that it was not brought into the world by malice and cruelty, but by an entirely benevolent designer that had not yet discovered how to carry out its benevolent intention. In that way, I think we may turn toward the future with greater hope. My brother Eustathius told me that he thought this passage was beautiful, but also diminished the connection to the sublime he felt when simply looking at the world itself. What do you think? I agree with Shaw's sentiment, but I don't know if the miracle of existence, the beauty of creation, what is happening with the soundtrack, is exactly the same as the human sublime, if that makes sense. I don't want to look at the universe and see myself reflected, even a future me. Okay, another attempt at explaining the beauty of the universe and the beauty of what we can accomplish within it are two related but separate things, and the separation matters. Sorry, I'm not sure how to express this any better. Founding. Day 1012. I am not cohabiting with Sarapai, now cohabiting. This is my choice, not necessity. It's strange but pleasant to find your life so enmeshed with that of another person. What we both came to realize is that together we are more than the sum of our parts. Something emerges from our interactions that is wholly transcendent, unique and necessary. Perhaps I had observed this before between Athena and Cornelius, but experience it yourself is quite the revelation. We did have that, and it was beautiful. I should have treasured it more. Oh, they broke up.
Actually, let me issue a correction, okay? I said Alexandra doesn't see the bad stuff about humanity. But she does. She sees it, and somehow she sees past it. She doesn't ignore it. She can just see one step farther. Like, there's this mountain of garbage ahead of us, right? And that's all most of us will ever see. And she somehow sees beyond to, I don't know, the promised land? I don't do metaphors, or similes, or whatever this is. I mean, you don't care. I'm dead. You're a robot. But her ability to look reality in the eye, to see all the bad stuff out there and still have hope. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, I think that's why yeah. You know what? Let's not go there. There's still so much work, and Chernyshevsky doesn't have much time left.
God damn it, well, where am I?
I mean, who does these days?
I have a feeling it's going to be difficult to find the puzzles. Come back there. Have I been there? I don't know. At least there's something to like go on. Some features to remember. Not just trees and fields. Okay, puzzle 8. But what's this? What's that? That's a fake philosopher. I just saw a glimpse of that hologram. Wait. How do I get there? Oh, fucking hell. Maybe that's how we get the spark. It was about that way.
We have of late been told much about what the citizen owes the city. Loyalty, obedience, gratitude. And I will not argue with those who say that without some loyalty to a greater good, a man is little more than a savage. And I will even say that these days there are more savages amongst us than amongst the barbarians, who we call savages out of ignorance and arrogance. But there is another question that we are rarely encouraged to ask. What does the city owe the citizen? What must it offer to earn loyalty, obedience, and gratitude? And if, as we have said, a city is a kind of machine, should a machine that does not fulfill its purpose perhaps be repaired or replaced?
Yeah, I like his the pointing out similarities between living organisms and a city or a state in general. It's pretty cool idea, which is not new, but still. Economy as like circulation of blood, immune system as the defense, and police. And in general, the organisms wants its parts to be in a good shape. And prospering. And also you could have like parallels to almost everything, really. Like the fat elites could be something like, well, I guess it couldn't be a parasite, because parasite is a outside force. Is there a cell that grows too big? And I guess cancer could be. Cancer is kind of like self-interested group of cells that does not obey laws anymore and just feeds off the organism. But I would probably go for criminals as cancer analogy than oligarchs. notes. Not much to go on. Probably need to get that first. Oh wait, we do have a box, so... Yeah, but how does that help me? What the hell? Right, well, even if I could have done that. Oh wait, I know. I need to do like a self-sustaining. What? Really? Why do you suck? Okay, well... Then I'm not sure. So... Okay, let's try extreme. Let's try from this. Like, it's not going to be self-sustaining anymore. But it works. I mean... Maybe... No... No. Would it be better to align them closer or the opposite? Well, doesn't work either way. Wait, I guess it would just spit out the cube here if I activate it with the fans. Yeah, there we go. Else should be not too hard. Should have examined it better. Okay. So now bring it in? Or do I want to bring it in? So I need to put it here. That gate will be closed. Or I guess I could try using 2 boxes. Oh wait, not 2 boxes, just using boxes on the bottom. Okay, I hope that works. Yeah, this works. Fuck. The only one left is the triangle one. And the stars. I think... let's see, what's the time? Yeah, I'll give it a rest. I might play more today, though no promises. Alright. Alright, thanks for watching. See you around.